CodeOcean's lineage graph is an immutable record of how result data are generated within CodeOcean. It shows the source data, all of the processing steps through CodeOcean capsules and pipelines, as well as the result data output. This feature is built to show result provenance, and in this video, we will walk through how to access the lineage graph, how the lineage graph assesses result data reproducibility, and how we can view any individual element of the lineage graph. So from our data dashboard, we will first filter by our result data. Clicking on any of these result data assets, we will see the lineage graph option on the provenance box. So for some of these result data, it will be very simple, like this. This lineage graph shows two input data assets, their sources here, going into a single capsule, and our output is the trajectory analysis results you see here. For some other data, it will be a little bit more complex, such as this one. Here we can see we have multiple input data assets going into a capsule, the output of which, along with some other data assets, going into a bulk RNA-seq pipeline, and here is our final output here. So on this lineage graph, since the final bulk RNA-seq count result node is green, we can actually see that this result is fully reproducible. Now, this is because all of the data used up to this point to generate this result has been brought directly into the CodeOcean platform, and we are able to guarantee the immutability of all of those internal data assets. Whereas if we had used external data, for example, we can't guarantee the reproducibility because any of those data assets might change sometime in the future. In addition, the computational processes done throughout the lineage, that means this star capsule here, as well as this bulk RNA-seq pipeline here, these are actually release assets, and that means they have gone through certain checkpoints, and they themselves are immutable and therefore guaranteed to generate reproducible results. So from this lineage graph, we can hover over any node and actually click into the individual node on this graph to find out a little bit more information about it. So if we take a look at this data asset, we are able to see the source data. We're able to see the files here. We're also able to see the metadata associated with it. This is the description. The general section will tell us information about who created this data asset, when was it created, as well as where this data is currently being used. We also have, in addition to metadata, we have the source information from this data asset as well. Now we can also click into, for example, a pipeline. So we can dive into this pipeline, take a look at the file. We can rerun it if we want. We can also see the exact version of this pipeline that was used. So in this case, this is version 2.0. We can also see who ran it and when. So if you have any other questions about how the lineage graph works, please make sure to take a look at our documentation or book a demo with us to get a little more detail.